In the heart of every dream, there lies a spark, a deep desire to achieve something great, something meaningful. Yet, in the depths of ambition and potential, one thing remains constant: action. Without action, dreams become nothing more than fleeting thoughts. Without action, the road to success is nothing but an empty promise, devoid of any true reward. Success is not born from wishful thinking, nor does it come to those who simply sit and wait for the perfect time to arrive. Success belongs to those who rise and act, to those who force themselves to take action in the face of doubt, uncertainty, and fear. History teaches us that those who achieve greatness do not wait for permission. They do not wait for the stars to align. They act, and through action, they carve their path to success. The story of success is the story of action. It's a story written by those who refused to sit idly by, while others achieved what they could only dream of. It's a story that can be written by anyone who is willing to force themselves to act. And here lies the key. No one succeeds by waiting for the perfect moment. The truth is simple. Success is earned, not granted. Success is created by action, and action alone. This is the lesson we must all learn. It's not enough to wish, to dream, to hope. Hope alone does not change the world. Action changes the world. Take, for example, the life of Thomas Edison, a man who failed time and time again, yet never let failure define him. Edison failed more than 1,000 times before he invented the light bulb. The failures did not stop him. They did not discourage him. Instead, they fueled his determination to keep moving, to keep trying, to keep taking action. He did not wait for the perfect conditions to arrive. He did not wait for everything to fall into place. Edison acted. Edison's story is not unique. History is full of men and women who forced themselves to act. Take Henry Ford, for example. He revolutionized the automobile industry not by waiting for the perfect moment, but by acting. Ford did not wait for the world to change. He changed the world. He forced himself to move forward, even when the road ahead seemed unclear, even when others doubted his vision. And let's not forget Andrew Carnegie, one of the wealthiest men in history. Carnegie built his fortune not by sitting back and waiting for opportunities to appear. He worked tirelessly. He took risks. He forced himself to act when others remained passive. Carnegie's fortune was not born of luck, but of relentless action. He did not wait for the world to give him what he wanted. He took it. These men understood something fundamental about success that so many fail to grasp. Success is born of action. It is not a byproduct of waiting. It is the result of relentless pursuit, of forcing yourself to take action day after day, even when the world says stop. In the pursuit of success, action is the vehicle that propels individuals forward, but action must be driven by clarity. One cannot take effective action without knowing where they are going. Without a clear vision, action becomes aimless, directionless, and ultimately futile. Success requires not only action, but purposeful action, action that is aligned with a clear, definite purpose. Napoleon Hill, the great philosopher and author of Think and Grow Rich, understood the importance of clarity in the pursuit of success. He taught that a clear, definite purpose is the foundation upon which success is built. Without purpose, all the action in the world will be scattered, like an arrow shot into the wind, never reaching its target. But when purpose is aligned with action, that action becomes a force of nature, unstoppable, relentless, and powerful. Take a moment to reflect on your own life. What is the driving force behind your actions? What is the purpose that fuels your every decision, your every step? If the answer is unclear, then it is time to stop and reevaluate, because without purpose, there can be no effective action. The question is not, what do I want, but why do I want it? Purpose is the reason you get up each morning. It is the fire that drives you to push through adversity, to overcome obstacles, to keep going when the world says it's too hard. Purpose is what gives your action meaning. It is the energy that propels you forward, even when the path is unclear. Without purpose, action becomes empty. It becomes a series of meaningless movements. But with purpose, action is charged with power. It becomes the engine that drives you toward success. There is no room for hesitation in the pursuit of success. Success demands action, immediate action. Waiting for the perfect time, waiting for the perfect conditions, waiting for everything to align perfectly is an excuse that has kept countless individuals from achieving their goals. The truth is simple. The perfect time is now. There is no better moment than the one you are in. The conditions are never perfect. The stars will never align perfectly for anyone. It is only by acting in the moment, by taking advantage of the time that is available right now, that success can be achieved. The truth about success is that it is not an event, but a process. Success is not something that happens overnight. It is built step by step through consistent, purposeful action. This is where most people go wrong. They believe success is a destination, a place to reach, and they think that once they get there, they will have arrived. But success is not a place. It is a journey. It is the daily actions, the small steps, the persistent effort that leads to the great achievement. This is the second truth that must be understood. Success is built through consistent action. The power of consistency cannot be overstated. It is the driving force that separates the successful from the unsuccessful. The successful understand that small, consistent actions build over time, creating massive results. It is not the big, dramatic moves that create success. It is the small, everyday decisions that compound over time, leading to extraordinary results. And that is why consistency is key. It is not about doing everything perfectly. It is about showing up every day, doing the work, and refusing to quit. It is about forcing yourself to act, even when you don't feel like it, even when the road ahead seems long, and even when the world seems to be against you. But there is a third truth that must be understood if success is to be achieved, and that is resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back after setbacks. It is the strength to keep going when everything around you says stop. Every person who has ever achieved greatness has faced setbacks. They have faced failure. They have faced adversity. But what separates those who succeed from those who don't is the ability to rise after every fall, to act again after every setback, to keep moving forward when it seems impossible. This is the power of resilience. It is the ability to maintain momentum even in the face of adversity. Resilience is what keeps you going when the world tells you to quit. It is what makes you stronger with every failure, and it is what guarantees success to those who are willing to act, even when it's hard. Resilience and action go hand in hand. Action without resilience leads to burnout, but resilience without action leads to stagnation. Success is found in the combination of both, taking consistent action and having the resilience to keep going no matter what obstacles appear. The most successful people in history did not let failure define them. They learned from it, they grew because of it, and they kept moving forward, one step at a time, until they reached their goal. And the most important part of this journey is this: action must continue. In the face of failure, one must force themselves to take action again. In the face of discouragement, one must force themselves to take action again. In the face of doubt, one must force themselves to take action again. The successful do not wait for the perfect conditions. They act, and through their actions, they make the conditions perfect. And this is the final truth about success. Action creates opportunities. Every step taken, every effort made, creates new opportunities. Opportunities that would not have existed without action. Those who wait for opportunities to come to them will wait forever. But those who take action create the opportunities they need. Every action taken opens the door to new possibilities, new connections, and new experiences. So the question remains, are you ready to take action? Are you ready to force yourself to act, even when the world tells you to wait? Are you ready to rise above the fear, the doubt, the uncertainty, and take the first step toward your success? Because the truth is clear, success does not wait for anyone. It belongs to those who are willing to act. It belongs to those who are willing to force themselves to take that first step, to keep moving when it's hard, and to create opportunities from every action. Take action now. Act with purpose. Act with resilience. And create the success that is yours.